and I'll be honest, I'm glad I didn't choose that route back then. Since when did you want to start YouTube, and why am I doing it now? Why did I not start earlier? Writing is something that I love to do. Reading is something that I love to do. If it becomes about the money, then what would it have been all for if it's a passion? And I'm honestly trying to better the quality of my life. There's no shame on this channel, by the way, no shame. So if you know me and you're watching this, hey loves, I'm Calico and welcome to my very first YouTube video on my YouTube channel. I'm using this video as not only an introductory to what this channel is going to be about, where I'd like to take it, but also as one where I can introduce myself, you can get to know me, and all that jazz. Let's get into it. Before I start, a little humble shout out. You may notice a few socials here, and you know, if you want to show some love, show the gram, show the TikTok, of course the YouTube channel some love, I would 100% appreciate it. You'll notice a little button next to my handle under this video that will say subscribe. If you're interested, it would be great. So as I said before, I'm Calico, I'm 20 years old, I live in the UK, and I'm honestly trying to better the quality of my life. So I live in the UK, but I am originally from Verona, Italy. My dad is Ghanaian and my mom is Italian. I was born there and we moved at around 2008, 2009. I'm pretty sure there was an economic crisis that happened in Italy around that time, which is why my family decided to move to the UK. And did I like it at first? No, ma'am. But over the years, have I understood the choices that my parents had to make and the sacrifices they had to make? 100%. Has it made me grow a liking for the United Kingdom? Carry on. So obviously, coming from a first-generation immigrant family, I didn't grow up in high income. A lot of the time, my parents were dedicated to making sure, you know, we have a roof over our head, food's in our bellies, clothes on our back. Even though the area which we lived in, which I grew up in, isn't a notoriously dangerous or anything like that. However, I mean, it ain't the cutest, I'll put that out there. However, the neighborhood that we lived in of that area, the actual neighborhood itself wasn't the best in terms of, you know, going out to play, going out to a park, being active, being out. It was very sketchy, dirty, crackhead central. Yeah, so a lot of my time spent growing up would be at home, watching shows, watching movies, playing, and eventually watching YouTube on the family computer. It wasn't just YouTube though. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Herbal Place, you know, that game where you could make, like, you know, the cakes, and I think there was one where you had to match the cards, the mahjong games, chess. Like, before YouTube, that was my jam. Like, if you know those games, let me know, because you're a real one, because not many people know that those were the OG games. Before Friv, don't talk to me about Friv,
like,
before Girls Go Games, before that, those were the OG for me. Family computer, out in the open. Yeah, honestly, I really enjoyed watching YouTube. I started out watching mostly, you know, I was young, so I would either be watching toy collecting, unboxing videos. Shout out to my girl Cookie Swelsey and Froggy Stuff. Yeah, you did your thing. Yeah, they even made me want to be like a toy collector when I was younger. And when I get the money, trust you will be dealt with, because I am getting those vintage Monster High dolls. My Bratz, Barbie before she got lobotomized. Yeah, aside from that, at an early age, I did start finding, you know, lifestyle creators, Get Ready With Me, Day in My Life, my daily morning, nightly routine. Watching those videos honestly became sort of like a crutch of stability in the chaotic life that was my household, and not being able to deal with the trauma of leaving everything you've ever known, leaving your home country, leaving your culture. The solace that I found through watching other people's lifestyles is why YouTube became quite important to me. What are your favorite things to do and what do you love? I feel like the interests that I have and the community that I want to build is of quite a diverse aspect. At the end of the day, I want to create a community, a safe space, a family, more so than just a following. And I feel that if I share as much as I can about myself, about my life, about what I've been through, what I'm struggling with currently, what I've had to get over, what I'm achieving, I feel like there may be some young girls out there that maybe are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing and maybe they feel alone. And hopefully they can find some solace in my videos too, and maybe even a friend. So some of the things that I love to read, I love to write. I actually wanted to be an author. Like, there was never a time that you wouldn't find my head in a book. Declan Wilson had my back. If I wasn't reading, I was writing. If I wasn't writing, I was thinking of what to write, what stories I was thinking of. And however, unfortunately, due to a lot of like mental health strain and school kind of throwing reality in your face, I didn't want to pursue a passion that could have been killed because of how the world is, basically. The competition, the rise for money, everyone's just chasing money, and writing is something that I love to do. Reading is something that I love to do. If it becomes about the money, then what would it have been all for if it's a passion? I mean, this being said, there's not one single part of me that doesn't still dream of writing my own book. You got me there.
Wow. Next question.
I was about to spill that. Yeah, there is not a single part of me that would not like to go back to those days, but sometimes you need to let go of a dream in order not to suffer. And I'll be honest, I'm glad I didn't choose that route back then, and I'm happy that I'm more mature and my skills are more honed to dedicate myself to creative writing and any novel ideas that I might have now. I might just cut that. I love learning languages. As I've mentioned, I am bilingual. I grew up in a household where you would hear Italian, Twi, like I said, my dad's Ghanaian, so we'd have Italian, we'd have Twi, we had English, of course. So learning languages was one of my passions because it's something that I'd always be around. And I feel like the Italian language, because it's a language where like you open your mouth a lot, everything's about vowels and, you know, using all of your facial muscles, it opens up the languages that you can learn, aside from the languages that literally sound like Italian, so Spanish, kind of French, kind of Portuguese, like those are shortcuts. But even in terms of my sister, she learned Japanese and Korean, and our friends, and a lot of the time people would say to her, oh, like you're like, there's no sense of an accent in the way you speak these languages. And I feel like maybe that's why a lot of solely English speaking people tend to have an accent when they speak certain languages, because I feel like English is a language where like you don't need to use your whole mouth. Like I can say a whole sentence and my mouth is not opening. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I love languages. One of my dreams would be to be fluent conversationally, casually in Chinese Mandarin. That would the dream. Chinese Mandarin, Twi, so I can speak to my relatives back in the motherland. And also Spanish. Like I said, it's a shortcut when you know Italian, but I would like to be confident enough where, because I can understand it fully, I can introduce myself, I can give you little yes or no answers, aside from just yes or no. But just like if I'm telling a story and experience how my day was,
it was not easy.
No. So I would like to reach that level of confidence. Can read it, can understand it, just cannot speak it properly. I love dance. As I get older, I've realized that I'm really not embarrassed to try new things, because you see people that have started ballet at like the age of 25. I really, as I'm older, when I have more time, you know, I work a 9 to 5 right now. As I get older, I would like to try new things and not limit myself just because of age, because people get on top of women so much when it comes to aging that it becomes something so scary for us. But I used to love dance. I used to love learning choreography. It didn't help when I got into like things like K-pop and where their choreographies are so fun to learn. When I was little, I used to do cheerleading, which I think kind of drove that passion and then went into dance. As you can see here, I love anime.
Nicknames that make weebs get instant nosebleeds. Number 1, Baka.
I grew up with it. In Italy, they show anime on the show. Like, our childhood cartoons is like anime. Like, I grew up watching Sailor Moon, Lupin, Doraemon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it in English. My bad. Me and my sister's favorite was Mermaid Melody. I'll show a picture here. Mermaid Melody. Yeah, let me not get into it because it's meant to be an introductory video. But the songs in that show, yeah. I'm a mythology themed, and I would really like to become more right off the bat of my head, which I can so far. Of course, the mythologies that I'm mostly into is Greek, which kind of links into Roman. When I was younger, I had a hyperfixation over Aztec mythology, a bit of Norse, ancient Egypt. That was one of my hyperfixations as a child. Ancient Egypt, me and Cleopatra were like this. I literally dressed up. I have a picture of me dressed as Cleopatra, and you see those little gold. Yeah, I wore those for like a year in primary.
All right, me too, girl. I love to eat too.
I really love to bake and I love to cook. I really gained a passion for baking and cooking only recently. I think I only started cooking when I was around 17. And I don't know what it is. It's something that I truly, truly love. Like, and the more complicated the dish, the better I love it. I'm not very experienced in baking. I don't think I've ever baked before. Like, when it comes to like sweet treats and stuff, I can make a mean tiramisu.
That's 2. Now it's just me.
Me and crepes, yeah, it is twin on. Like, yeah, if I'm feeling a sweet treat, I'll easily just make a crepe or two. But when it comes to actually baking, no. So I would really like to, all these recipes that I keep saving, I would like to really incorporate them more. So out of the interests that I've said, the ones that I would really like to expand, especially on this channel, are probably my reading, my writing. I'll give updates in any sort of day in the life with me or get ready with me's. I'll give updates on how I'm doing with my languages. I would like to incorporate any sort of new recipe that I've tried, especially in short form. I feel like in terms of my baking and cooking, I would like to give, healthy recipes, especially PCOS friendly ones. I love the gym. I love the gym. I have a passion for fitness, always striving to be healthier, bettering, the quality of what you're intaking, how active you are. And something that I'll probably get into a bit more. Now, I don't think I mentioned this, but a lot of my life I struggled with being overweight, issues with my relationship with food, binge eating, all of that jazz. So, and within a year, I got to my biggest weight, and within like 5 to 6 months to my smallest. Because of, my smallest, so not healthily, by the way. I would like to reiterate that. And since getting married, the stress of the wedding, since going from a retail job where I'm constantly walking around standing and going to an office job where I'm sitting down, I've gained a bit of it back, and I am trying to lose it. So you will also be seeing me on my weight loss journey, gym routines, what I incorporate on each gym day, any supplements that I take, how I eat. The next question is, actually, I'm gonna put my glasses on. Had to put my glasses on because blind. Since when did you want to start YouTube, and why am I doing it now? Why did I not start earlier? So like I said before, I've always had a strong connection to YouTube. I used it as a form of stability, as a comfort when I was young. because it felt like nothing else was in my control, but I could click that video and watch the person describe what they're doing in the video and kind of forget about what was going on and how I was feeling. Alongside things at home, I didn't grow up with a lot of friends, especially at school. I never really connected with anyone. This is gonna sound a bit cringe, but in some way I was able to find certain like connection through the YouTubers that I watched that I kind of craved. And it's not a form of, oh, I wanted them to be my friend, but I could just tell that there was nothing missing from their life. And I don't mean, oh, they had it all materially, but in the sense that they knew themselves, they knew what they wanted to do. So starting YouTube has been at the back of my mind since I was tiny. And then in the pandemic, content creation had took such a turn with short form content, such as Musically turned into TikTok. We just had the loss of Vine, RIP, and more people started jumping on the content creation bandwagon. And I'll be honest, I did want to start there, specifically on TikTok, because I'm not gonna lie, back in the pandemic, I was an anime TikTok.
Oh, hell no.
So low-key, I wanted to jump onto that, include any sort of AUs, fanfics, AO3 and Wattpad. I was there. There's no shame on this channel, by the way, no shame. So if you know me and you're watching this,
take it down. Take it down. Take it down. We need it gone. Take it down. That doesn't.
So there was a certain urge to jump on that bandwagon, but like I said, in the pandemic, there was a lot of.
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
I really hold myself in. I was struggling. My mental health, it was always bad throughout my childhood. And then with school, it got worse. And obviously, if you have depression, you will understand that the pandemic kind of normalized the lifestyle that you get when you are depressed. So everyone was bedrotting. Everyone was doom scrolling. No one was really taking care. Well, unless you were. In my case, no one was really taking care of the way they looked because no one was seeing them. You didn't have school, work as such, and events where you had to see people. So it's almost like the pandemic enabled my bad habits that stem from depression, which one of them was, binge eating and bedrotting. So I rarely moved, which caused me to gain quite a lot of weight. So in my eyes, I was not presentable enough to content create and be confident and be able to deal with the criticism of other people and such. The reason why I'm doing it now is honestly, so I got married last year, and after getting married, the wedding stress is gone, the lead up to everything is gone. I come back from the honeymoon and I'm back to, my daily life. And it's the first time I've moved out. I'm not living with my parents. It's just me and my husband. I had to have some sort of comfort at work. And a lot of the time I would put on YouTube, and I started finding wellness and lifestyle creators. And obviously I mentioned Lissetti earlier that I used to watch. She was more so a hair care, body care specialized creator. However, I came across this channel, which is an absolutely amazing and inspirational channel, Lena Lifts. I'll put her right here. She's amazing. I would watch her literally every single day. She just made me realize that I was kind of just letting life just pass me by. She has, I don't know where the quote is from, but I know that she says this in her videos, where it's like, we are watching people live the life that we want. And I think is also another one that I'm completely butchering. Procrastination is the sacrifice of the life that you could have. I think something like that. And I'd never heard anything like that. And because of my self-esteem, or not even my self-esteem, but I was just never taught that discipline and striving to better the quality of your life and improve your life is something that you could do, that is in your control. I didn't know that. And once I started hearing that, I realized, oh, damn, like, what am I doing? I shouldn't just, get to the age of 30, 35 and I'm still rarely having a good sleep schedule, not eating in the best way, in a regular way, not taking care of my skin, not taking care of my hair, not being active enough. you know, and these are things that, like, the 5 a.m. Lululemon girlies.
I have the one and only 24 karat gold.
They had it right, because once you start incorporating all these things, the quality of your life does actually get better. And once that hit me, it realized that there might be people out there that might have experienced the same thing as me, or are experiencing the same things that I am now, that I want to connect with. I want to create that community with. I want to help them out. So because of that, yeah, it just made me realize that, hey, this is something that I've always wanted to do. And if I'm learning to better the quality of life and having confidence in myself and finding my true self is part of that, then why not go for it? Why not go for this instead of watching people live the life that I want to live? So the love for discipline, the love for myself that I've never been able to inhabit in my childhood, in my teenage years. Like I said, I'm 20 now.
You're 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been able to fully take hold of that or learn that. Like, people would always be like, oh, love yourself, love yourself. And I just thought that meant, oh, positive affirmations in the mirror, which may work for some people, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe I should. We'll see. But what I also realize is that I've been watching so many of these lifestyle creators, and a lot of them, they will give you really good tips on self-improvement and wellness, but they're already the after. So you're not doing the journey alongside with them. And that's why I wanted to do this YouTube channel, because I want people to see my progress and hopefully inspires people to also do that. And I don't mean progress just in my weight loss journey. I mean totally in my life. And I'm going to be vulnerable. And through my vulnerability in my videos, you will naturally see if I improve. You can hold me accountable. And hopefully I can inspire someone, even if it's just one person that I'm able to touch, that I'm able to relate to, that they can find a friend or family or a sister in me. You know, even if I can do that, it means I'm doing something right. And I want to be the proof. I want to presently show you how much realizing your worth can better the quality of your life. So the next question is actually where I want to go with the channel. In all honesty, where I want to go with the channel, like I said, I want to build a community. I want to build a safe space, and my dream is to eventually get to a place where I am known for that wellness. I am known for that lifestyle and for helping other people. I want to get to a point in my channel where I'm consistent with my videos. I want to post weekly every single Sunday, and in my videos have, you know, people maybe in the comments sharing their own stories, sharing their own journeys, even if it's 1 to 5 people saying, oh my goodness, this video helped me so much. I relate to this video. I'm going through the same thing. Or even if you guys are giving me tips. Like I said, it is so hard to find community in this day and age. Everyone wants everything quick and accessible because that's how everything has enabled to become. So there is no sense of being a village, being a community. And I really want my channel to get to a place where people go there for comfort, as I would with certain creators of my life. That's what I still do with Lena Lifts, Talia Joel, Tati Coakley, and so many others that I haven't mentioned. Even Quen Blackwell, watching her videos and finally seeing an alternative black girl who is open about being loud and open about her interests, open about being cartoonish. That sort of comfort, being able to see myself in the people that I'm watching, I want to be that for someone else as well. We got so serious. Let's take a break. Like I said before, I have struggled with mental health since I can remember. I'll be honest. I know that sounds like a stretch, but I'd be lying if it wasn't the truth. And alongside environmental impacts, my struggle with depression caused me to not be very active, binge eat, not want to go out. It made me neglect my self-care a lot. And it also affected my relationships with people. And this is honestly what is driving me for this account, because I want to spread wellness and advice for people that struggle with being able to be active and take care of themselves and stick to routines because of their mental health. I've found out that I had PCOS when I was like 13. So honestly, a lot of these things are very impactful. They can cement really bad habits into your life that could be quite detrimental to your health, actually. For instance, sleep. I've had bad sleep hygiene since the womb. I'll be honest. My circadian rhythm is she's disintegrated. She's just powder. So knowing that there might be someone out there who could be going through the same thing, and maybe I can help them out by feeling even that less alone, is one of the main driving forces of this account. So yeah, how often I plan to publish. So I plan to publish at least once a week, every Sunday. I have the lovely Israel helping me edit my YouTube videos because he's in college and I have a 9 to 5. We've aligned our schedules so that posting on a Sunday is the best option. And in between, I'll also be posting on my platforms such as my TikTok, my Instagram. Like I said, if you're a real one, give those guys a follow. And also to show some love to the account, if everyone who got to this part of the video could post a bow and the paw emoji in the comments, just so I know that you were a real one and got to this point of the video, that would be very much appreciated. Be sure to give a like, a comment, and subscribe. Please feel free to ask me any more questions that maybe you'd like to get to know about me. Maybe I'll answer your prompt. I might also do another Q&A in the future when maybe we've built a bit more of a family. I've been Calico and you've been lovely. Arrivederci.